So yesterday I had this idea to make a piece of music that was just really chill. It was kind of like the soundtrack to a movie that doesn't exist yet. Something you could kind of just chill out and relax to, or overthink or underthink. And I'm going to walk you through what I made, and then I'll play the whole thing for you. So the first plugin is a noir piano. It's this cool moody piano preset. It's called Dark and Rumble. And it has this, percussive element behind it. And so I made this loop. The next sound was a Farlight sound called Gold Flake Cluster. I thought it had this really cool quality to it. There's a lot of vocal bass sounds in this track, and I thought that created a really cool mood from the get-go. I've been using the MiniFreak a lot, and I can't show you in real time what I played because I need to buy another cable. I use the same cable to get the audio from the MiniFreak into the interface that I'm using to get from the interface into the Zoom, so my bad. But I do have the recorded audio here, and this is what that sounded like. And this was preset 255, which is shifter. It's a keys preset. And I recorded a pretty long little loop there. I actually cut it into two pieces. So you can see here, originally it was 128 bars. I cut the first 64 bars into one, and the second 64 bars into another, so that I could layer on some additional sounds. So we have another MiniFreak sound here. Preset 188, which is Eternal Lives. It's a pad. And this one has actually no external effects. This one has Realm on it. So 255, I put a Realm reverb from Native Instruments. But this one is just the internal reverb and the internal effects of the MiniFreak. I played this little melody twice so that on the second pass it would have the tail of the first one when I played it, and that's why you can see it kind of cut in half here. Next up is just a little bit of a loop of some rain. I believe this is from an Ableton pack, and what I did with this one is I actually EQ'd a bunch of it, and I added an auto filter. So as the loop plays, it's going to actually filter in and out. And this is what it sounds like without any of that. It just takes up a lot more space in the mix. Whereas these two things kind of give it a more organic feel. It also doesn't have a standard loop length compared to the others, so it's technically like polyrhythmic, although it gets triggered fast enough that I don't think there's almost any time where it'll do a full loop, maybe once or twice. After that, I have another Arcus. This one's called Burning Orchestra. Again, a lot of soundtracky kind of stuff here. And this setup was fun because I was basically playing everything in with either the Komplete Kontrol S61 or playing the MiniFreak directly into the recording. And I was triggering recording clips using the Launchpad Pro MK3. I feel like this is a really nice hardware-software hybrid workflow if you want to use Ableton specifically. I tend to finish all my songs in Ableton. I don't always start all my songs in Ableton, but this was a really fun way to do it. Then I added another Ableton instrument from this pack they have called VoiceBox, and I threw this one through Replica XT from Native Instruments, and then I used another VoiceBox instrument, this one called Glass Automaton. And this one also has Replica XT on it, I believe. Oh, actually no, it doesn't. This one just has the built-in effects of the Ableton instrument. And then there's one more MiniFreak sound. This is preset 170. And it's called Silk Harp, but I added dirt and replica. This is what it sounded like before. Actually, I also EQ'd it. So this is the raw sound. EQ'd out the low end. Added dirt from Native Instruments. And Replica XT, also Native Instruments. I build all my stuff in scenes view. So these are all clips that are built out similar to how the Akai Force works, but all in software. But being able to just kind of look at this gear, work at this gear, and very rarely have to look at the screen is a really cool way to feel like you're working primarily with hardware, even when a lot of it's software. Although this is obviously hardware itself. I don't think I quantized anything, so it's all pretty organic to kind of go along with the organic sounds I'm using. And overall, I'm really happy with how it came together. So I filmed a bunch of random footage of the rain because it's been rainy today and there's rain in the track, and I'm going to basically play the whole song for you along with some rainy footage. If you enjoyed this walkthrough, please consider liking and subscribing to support the channel. To everyone who's already done that, thank you so much. I have some affiliate links in the description for different gear and software if you're interested in picking any of this up. It helps the channel. And thank you to my Patreon patrons here. If you'd like to join them, there's a link there as well. All right, let's listen to the finished song and check out some footage of rainy Portland.